am. I grew up in Fairmount and went to school at CBA back in the 80s. I'm in Alpharetta, Georgia. Well, right. It is snowy. It's cold. You know, we've got some of the roads, as you can see here. This is just a neighborhood street, just maybe 10, 15 miles north of the city, like I said, in Alpharetta. And cars are slowly moving, but you can see we've got cars that have been abandoned since last night. We've got a school bus here, one of probably hundreds of school buses that have been stranded. People just left their cars and walked, starting at, you know, probably 4 o'clock yesterday when the snow hit. And what happened was we've got, you know, 5.5 million people, and at around 2 o'clock yesterday, all of the businesses and all of the schools all let out at the same time, which created quite a bit of a mess for us. And with an infrastructure that doesn't, you know, it's built to house 2 million, and we've got 5.5 million and 37 snow removal vehicles. It created a bit of a dire situation, as you can see. We only got about 3 inches of snow, but it all came at once. And like I said, even the removal vehicles couldn't get out to anybody or even the roads because we had experienced a gridlock so severe that the city shut down. So the vehicles that tried to get out to clear the snow couldn't move. And, you know, where I am now, this is just a side street that's passing. The freeways are still in gridlock. We've already been out with myself and a couple other of the husbands in the neighborhood, bringing out food and water or coffee to people that are stuck on the freeways. There will still be stuck until this evening. The National Guard is here, but they've started on one end of the city and they're making their way, and they're not even making a dent in what's out there right now. And it's a real dire situation. You've got people that are elderly, pregnant women, people that need medication, almost very similar to a Katrina type situation, except for snow and ice. And even though it's 3 inches, it's shut down the city, and it will be shut down until probably Friday morning. Sure, absolutely. You know, on a normal day growing up, you wouldn't even think twice about this. It would have been removed, and we'd be mobile, and everything was fine. Unfortunately, down here, you know, you weigh the investment risk to, you know, do you invest in 100 more snow removal vehicles, and what's the cost associated with that when you've got an event that happens maybe once every 3, 5, or 10 years. So you do the balance, and sometimes it's just a crapshoot, and you see what has happened. Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. It's kind of ironic. You know, ironically enough, there's quite a few people from Central New York that live down here. A handful of us were actually out here last night at this intersection helping people just get out of their cars. People would literally get out of their car and say, could you just get behind the wheel and do it for us? And just from having grown up in this, we would help where we could. So, you know, we tried to at least offer a hand where we could, but it's been interesting. And this has happened two other times, excuse me, 2011 and then again in 2004. So as you can see, it's sporadic, but when it comes, it literally paralyzes the city. And, you know, Central New York wouldn't bat an eye at this. It's been 12 years. No, no, not one bit. You know, my parents still live in Fairmount, Matt and Liz, and they've been down here and they've visited. I'm trying to get them to move down here, but you know, they're stubborn in their ways, and I guess they love the cold weather. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Megan. Bye bye.